everybody, this is Rizwan from Increaser.org, and today I want to share with you how I made switch or toggle components so that you can find some interesting bits for your project. Let's jump in. For this kind of settings, it's good to have a checkbox component. So when we click on this element, it turns off, then it turns on, and the whole area is clickable. When we hover, you can see a little bit of outline on this circle. This component receives value on change and a text. I call it label switch because there could be a situation when I don't need a label, and in that case it will be just a switch component. Depending on the value, the color will be either blue or white. And I have one object with colors. I talked about this in a different video, but basically every color is an HSLA. So basically it's an array of 4 numbers. First we render a container. So a container is an unstyled button that receives a color as a HSLA, and then on hover we want to change an outline color of the controller. So when we hover, you can see that outline becomes not quite transparent. And since we operate with HSLA, we can modify color. In this case, we call this get color variant, and we change alpha to this number so it's quite transparent. Then we render a horizontal stack. So basically it is an element with display flags and gap 8. Inside of it we have content and text. I talked about text in different videos, you can check that out. And content is this element with position relative, fixed width, it centers everything, border radius, and same situation with background, but here's transparency it's not that transparent, so there's a different value here. Inside of the content, we render this circle control. It receives isOn as a boolean and also color. So we create CSS variable called size, so that we have a fixed size element. We render the control absolutely, and the left value would depend on the value. So if it's on, we use calc to take 100% minus the size of an element. So when it's on, you can see that it doesn't cross the container. And if cases it's off, we just use 0. Border radius, background, also color. Here we don't modify the color and just convert it to CSS. Add outline and transition. That's all. I hope you found some interesting bits. Stay productive.